All right, welcome back inside our Vancouver Proactive studio, and welcoming in Richard Goldstein, the CFO from Canntab Therapeutics, is with us on Skype. Richard, how are you? Nice to talk to you again.
I'm doing good. Thank you again for having me.
Well, we've got some big news out this morning. You've signed a letter of intent with a company out of Bogota. So explain to us what's happened this morning.
Sure. Well, we signed a bilateral agreement with a company called NewCanna. They are a private company domiciled head office in Bogota, and they have operations around South America and parts of Europe. I believe they are also making a foray into Canada, so very much committed to the cannabis business, and a great asset for us to hook up with.
And talk about how you were introduced to this company and how you decided to sign this letter today. Was it something that you really wanted to work with right from the very beginning?
Well, we actually didn't know of NewCanna until very much recently. They were introduced to us by a third party. People in the know that we at Canntab are constantly looking to increase our partnerships around the world, increase our exposure to worldwide marketplaces. And in the case of NewCanna, they're bringing some great technology capability, a huge grow of their own, and then distribution and assistance worldwide.
Yeah, talk a bit, Richard, about the distribution, because not only are you dealing in Colombia, but there's also some other areas as well that you'll be able to cover.
Absolutely. The first deal that we've done is to cover off on 4 countries. The first one being obviously Colombia, their home country, but also Chile, Paraguay, and Paraguay as well is somewhat of an entree into Brazil, although we haven't formalized Brazil. And then, of course, Spain. And there's actually a uniqueness to Spain. Spain has a large grow of CBD, the non-euphoric part of the cannabis plant. They are actually doing it through industrial hemp. But they have a very large growing operation in Spain. And from Spain and or Bogota, we anticipate receiving both THC raw material in oil form, as well as industrial hemp that is processed in Spain. The idea that we've discussed since the beginning of time here at Canntab is we want to receive your oil at our facility in Cobra. We want to process that. We will make capsules. We will make tablets, instant release, extended release, flash melt, bi-layer tablets, all the product list, if you will, that we have open to us, and then essentially export those finished products back, either in bulk or already packaged, back to Bogota for distribution in Colombia, and obviously to Spain for distribution in Spain, and then perhaps other countries within the EU. We've focused on the EU. We think Germany is a great market, especially for CBD, and so having this first opportunity to get into Europe and to do so in Spain along with NewCanna, we're really excited.
Now, I mentioned earlier that it was a letter of intent, so you have 60 days to complete the deal until it goes through. Tell us sort of the parameters about the costing involved in this deal and what it's going to mean for both sides of the company.
Absolutely. I mean, we hope it will take less than 60 days. We want to, I guess, under-promise and over-deliver to our base. But we will work diligently at completing this agreement. There are a bunch of sides to this agreement. The first, obviously, is a US $2 million license fee, non-refundable, that is being put up for the territories mentioned just a short while ago. They will actually extract the cannabis in Colombia and process it at their pharmaceutical grade facility there, and then charge us a cost plus, if you will, on the oil. And then we will obviously take that oil and convert it back into, or not convert it back, but convert it into tablets and capsules, as previously mentioned. And we will take a manufacturer's profit on that. Both those have to be established along with minimums per annum for each of the geographical areas. So we still have our work to be done, but we are both very much interested in working together. We think they're great. They think we're great as as you can see from the press release that went out today. And so this is a very, very important day for Canntab Therapeutics.
And I want to just finish off on that note, an important day for Canntab Therapeutics, because last time you and I talked, you talked about how you have great technology at Canntab that you want to use, and the best way to use it was stuff that you were doing, but also with these kind of agreements with other people as well. Talk about what this does for the company now, moving forward in this world that will be very different, especially here in Canada and elsewhere around the world very soon.
Absolutely. Thanks again for that. But this is a very, very important time for us. We are getting access to international markets. Listen, we are great formulators. We are great pharma infrastructure. We are not a large marketing and distribution organization. And so part of the way we see ourselves covering off the world is partnering with who we feel are the best of the best out there, and who could take our products, all of them, and see that they get properly distributed into the areas of where they excel.
Richard, thanks so much. Great to talk to you again, and we look forward to catching up once again with more news, and congratulations on today's announcement.
Always a pleasure. Thank you again. Much appreciated.
All right, Richard Goldstein, the CFO of Canntab Therapeutics.